Attention passionate San Francisco 49ers fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC West and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on San Francisco 49ers' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true San Francisco 49ers fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and San Francisco 49ers fans. Let's get to the news. Now, folks, if you've been paying attention to the NFL landscape lately, you already know that the San Francisco 49ers have been navigating one of the most dynamic and transformative offseasons in recent memory. The NFL offseason is always a period of change, but this year, the 49ers have truly shaken things up in ways that could have long-lasting implications for their future and for the division as a whole. And trust me, the story is far from over. The 49ers, as always, are looking to keep their championship window open, but the road there is getting more complex with every passing day. So let's start with the big picture. The 49ers, despite their consistent success in recent seasons, are undergoing a significant roster shuffle. Several key players have either left via trade or free agency, and new faces are being brought in to fill the gaps. But it's not just the players. The coaching staff has also seen some changes, including the arrival of a new yet familiar defensive coordinator. This kind of overhaul can be unsettling for some teams, but for the 49ers, it's part of their strategic approach to stay competitive and adapt to the evolving NFL landscape. But what really captures attention right now is the specific challenge they face at the wide receiver position. You see, heading into the training camp, the depth chart at wide receiver has become quite thin. Brandon Ayuk, who's been a key piece for the offense, is currently sidelined with an injury. Ricky Pearsall, another promising young receiver, is also out due to injury. And of course, Deebo Samuel, who was traded away earlier, has left a significant void. This has caused a lot of speculation among fans and analysts alike. Is this going to be a real problem for the 49ers in the upcoming season? Because, let's face it, in today's NFL, having a deep and reliable receiving core is almost non-negotiable if you want to compete at the highest level. Now, adding to the intrigue is the rumor that John Jennings, a player who's shown flashes of potential in recent seasons, might be looking for a trade himself. That's a big deal because Jennings has been a familiar face in the locker room, a guy who's fought hard and contributed when called upon. If he's truly considering moving on, that leaves the 49ers even more in need of reinforcements at wide receiver. And here's where things get really interesting, because help might be on the way, and not just from the draft or internal development, but from the free agent market, which is always a wild card. Recently, one of the most talked about free agents in the NFL expressed a clear desire to join the 49ers, Gabe Davis. Now, if you follow the league, you know Davis is a talented receiver who's been a consistent contributor for the Buffalo Bills, showing flashes of big play ability and a knack for making crucial catches. But what's really caught everyone's attention is his motivation to come to San Francisco. Davis recently stated that he's very interested in signing with the 49ers, not just because of the opportunity to land a key role quickly, but also because of the coaching staff, specifically Kyle Shanahan. And here's the thing, Davis has publicly praised Shanahan's offensive genius, calling him the man, and emphasizing how much he respects the way Shanahan calls plays. Davis mentioned that San Francisco is definitely a spot he's eyeing because of the offensive scheme, the talented weapons around him, and the culture of winning that the 49ers have built. It's clear that Davis sees the 49ers as a team that aligns perfectly with his goals, to be part of a serious contender with a high-powered offense and a proven track record of success. Now, this isn't just idle talk. The 49ers have a roster that, despite some recent changes, remains stacked with talent. Christian McCaffrey continues to be one of the most dynamic offensive players in the league, a true dual threat who can change the game with his rushing and receiving skills. Brandon Ayuk, when healthy, is a top-tier wide receiver capable of making big plays and stretching defenses. George Kittle remains one of the most dominant tight ends in the NFL, a key part of the passing game and a fierce blocker. And Fred Warner, the linebacker, continues to be the heart and soul of the defense, leading with his intelligence, speed, and relentless attitude. But as we all know, in the NFL, depth is king. One injury can set a team back significantly, especially at a position as vital as wide receiver. The hope is that the addition of a player like Gabe Davis could bolster the depth chart, bring some fresh energy, and help the 49ers maintain their offensive explosiveness. It's worth noting that Davis is not necessarily a superstar, but he's a solid, reliable player who can step in and contribute right away. His desire to join a team with a good offense and a chance to win big is a strong indicator that he sees the 49ers as the perfect landing spot for this chapter of his career. Looking at the bigger picture, it's fascinating to see how this all fits into the 49ers' broader strategy. They've always been a team that emphasizes versatility, toughness, and smart roster building. They've been willing to make bold moves, whether that's trading for McCaffrey or reshaping their defensive unit under new leadership. The offseason, as challenging as it has been, is just another chapter in their quest for excellence. And their ability to adapt, especially at the receiver position, could very well define their success in the upcoming season. In terms of expectations, the 49ers are still widely regarded as one of the top contenders in the NFC. Despite missing the playoffs last year, an anomaly for a team with such talent and depth, they have all the pieces to bounce back strongly. Their defense remains tough, disciplined, and led by Fred Warner. Their offense, when firing on all cylinders, is one of the most creative and explosive units in the league. The addition of a player like Gabe Davis could be the final piece that pushes them over the edge and helps them contend for another Super Bowl appearance. And let's not forget, the NFC is as competitive as ever. The Eagles, the Cowboys, the Lions, they're all gunning for the top. But the 49ers, with their blend of talent, coaching, and now, potentially, a strengthened receiver core, are poised to make a serious run. It's an exciting time for fans, and the storyline developing around the wide receiver position is just one of many compelling narratives shaping this season. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest San Francisco 49ers news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. So as we look ahead, all eyes are on the 49ers front office and coaching staff. Will they be able to land Gabe Davis? Will they find a way to reinforce their wide receiver depth through other signings or trades? Only time will tell, but one thing is for sure, the team's commitment to excellence and their relentless pursuit of greatness remain unwavering. Fans should be optimistic but also realistic. The NFL is a league of constant change, and every move, every signing, every injury can tip the scales in favor or against a team's Super Bowl aspirations. What's really exciting is imagining how this story will unfold. Davis, with his desire to join the 49ers, brings a new level of excitement and hope. His potential addition could be the spark that ignites the offense, especially when considering how Kyle Shanahan likes to utilize versatile weapons to keep defenses guessing. With Ayuk and Pearsall still recovering, and Jennings possibly on the move, the window for a quick fix in free agency becomes all the more critical. The 49ers know that this season is a crucial opportunity to capitalize on their existing talent while integrating new pieces seamlessly. The coaching staff, led by Shanahan, has always been known for their offensive ingenuity. Shanahan's ability to scheme and adapt has been a cornerstone of the team's success. If he can incorporate a player like Davis into the system effectively, it could lead to some explosive plays and ultimately more victories. The offensive line, the run game led by McCaffrey, and the tight end presence from Kittle all create a perfect environment for a receiver like Davis to thrive and make an impact early in the season. And it's not just about this season. The 49ers have built a culture of sustained success, emphasizing smart roster moves, player development, and tactical flexibility. Their front office has shown a willingness to be aggressive when needed, and the coaching staff's commitment to innovation is evident. The potential signing of Davis would be another chapter in that ongoing story of strategic excellence. Fans are right to be excited because, with each offseason move, the team is reinforcing its title-contending mindset, aiming to bring another Lombardi trophy to San Francisco. So, in the grand scheme of things, what does this all mean? It means that the 49ers are not resting on their laurels. They see the opportunity ahead and are willing to make bold moves to seize it. They recognize the importance of depth at every position, especially one as critical as wide receiver, and they're exploring every avenue to ensure they have the best possible roster. It also means that the NFC West, long considered one of the toughest divisions in the NFL, is about to see some serious shakeups because the 49ers are not just aiming to be contenders, they want to dominate. For the fans, this is an exciting time. The anticipation of new signings, the strategic adjustments, and the possibility of seeing a new weapon like Gabe Davis in action is enough to keep everyone on the edge of their seats. The team's resilience, talent, and leadership give fans hope that this could be another special season. And when you consider the rich history of the 49ers, with their 5 Super Bowl titles and countless legendary moments, it's clear that this franchise has always been about more than just the present. They're about creating a legacy. So stay tuned, because the story is still unfolding. We're in the thick of the offseason, and every day brings new developments. Whether it's a signing, a trade, or just more rumors swirling around, the 49ers remain one of the most intriguing teams to watch. Their quest for greatness continues, and with the potential addition of a player like Gabe Davis, the excitement only ramps up. Fans should be prepared for surprises, because in the NFL, nothing is ever set in stone, and the team's relentless pursuit of excellence means they're always one step ahead. And now, San Francisco 49ers fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the San Francisco 49ers. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest San Francisco 49ers news.